Yo, hello again. We are live, and I was speaking on mute. So, yesterday we went over best time to buy and sell stock. Yeah, it was fun, and I still did not understand it. Obviously, I didn't. I would go over it right. I would go over it after a few years, and then we saw the classic. Classic sliding window where you have to use the sliding window to solve longest substring sequence. We are done with this. We solved this, right? Longest substring without repeating characters with a lot of bugs, obviously. Yep, solved this one yesterday. Very slow algorithm, but it works. So kudos to us. Longest repeating character replacement. We can go over this. Let's just check it out. We'll decide whether to solve it or not. It's already 9:07. No face cam, bro. Phone gets hot. Yeah, I was using my phone as camera, but it's getting a little too hot when I'm using that app. So might need to find a better way. You are given a string s and an integer k. You can choose any character of the string and change it to any other uppercase letter. Okay, English character. You can perform the operations at most k times. Return the length of the longest substring containing the same letter you can get after. Return the length of longest substring containing the same letter you can get after performing the above operations. I never solved it before. Acceptance rate is good. Better than often. It only consists of uppercase letters. And k is in between the length. So you are given a string s and an integer k. You can choose any character of the string and change it to any other uppercase English character. You can perform this operation at most k times. Okay. Return the length of the longest substring containing the same letter you can get after performing the above operations. Don't understand shit, bro. I don't understand shit. Job application type. No, it is not actually job application. It is the project that I'm going to build in the development section, which is going to be a job application tracker. So that's why we have that tab. And yes, don't worry, I make sure that there is nothing private in this window. You got me? Yeah. It's a basic application. I haven't really started building it. I was setting up a project yesterday, but then I went over to planning today and the plan also failed and I wasted my time. So yeah. Today I might get to build it. I don't know. Tomorrow I need to wake up early if I have to go to attend that test. Actually, the problem with that test is it's written that it's for freshers, and whether I count as a fresher or not itself is a question. That's why I'm rethinking. That's all right, man. You don't have to say sorry. Yeah. If we had decided a bit in advance, we could have gone. Anyway, let's try to, what do you call it? Unpack this question. Unpack. So string is ABAB capital with repeating characters, k equal to 2. Output is 4 explanation. Replace 2 A's with 2 B's or vice versa. Return the length of longest substring containing the same letter you can get to performing the acha. So S equal to double A B A B B A. So suppose if I get to replace one character to any other letter. So I want to suppose make B B B B, which is going to be the longest one, by replacing A with a B, right? Replace the one A in the middle with B and form A B B B B A as the longest repeating letters, which is 4. There may exist other ways to achieve this answer too. What are the other ways you can achieve an answer of 4? Yeah, you can replace that B with an A. So you get A and you still get the answer 4. So the answer is fixed. The letter which can be replaced could be different. Yeah, I think I am still a fresher. I should go tomorrow. If I want to go tomorrow, I should sleep early today. Okay. What are the things that we need to keep track of in this scenario? Do we need a frequency map? I don't think so. What are we going to do with the frequencies? Replace the one A in the middle. How can you identify which character should be replaced? You know how many of them can be replaced, and is it guaranteed that replacing one gives you the maximum answer? We don't know, so that is going to be an issue. Need an OFN or maybe an AND login. I think mostly OFN solution. This one simple. This we can take. So here, as I said, there are 2 ways you can come up with the answer 4. The answer is 4. 2 ways being, either you can replace this with an A and you get 4 A's, or you can replace this with a B. But that is what I'm doing just by looking at the string, right, and looking at how many characters I can replace and how to optimize. So how do we come up with an algorithm? Okay, let's go with the sliding window like yesterday. Yes, since this is from that selection of topics only. You just want a substring. Okay, you can perform return the longest. Yeah, you just want a substring. That means as long as you have repeating characters, you just keep increasing the window, and once you have a non-repeating character, instead of shrinking the window from here like yesterday we were doing, we can look at k. Okay, and K says we have one character that we can replace to any other character. Okay, so we can keep track of which character is repeating now and then replace this current character with the repeating now character. Okay, that means this will become an A. Okay, and once we have that, we keep increasing the window. Okay, we still have the repeating character, so we again increase the window, but right now we have exhausted our K. Okay, there are no further operations we can perform, but we have encountered a non-repeating character. So the condition when to stop is we have a non-repeating or a different character and K has been exhausted. Then return the length of current -1. So 5 - 1, 4. This is what I can come up with right now. This can be done. Okay, why am I repeating that? Sub bro, how you doing? Nice. So what are the conclusions we drew? Let me write them down. So keep increasing window size towards right, as long as we have a repeating character. Okay. On encountering non-repeated char, there are two things we can do. First one is we check K. If we have K greater than 0, we go ahead, we replace non-repeating with repeating one. If we have exhausted A, that is it is equal to 0, we return current length -1 as max length. Is it guaranteed to be maximum? We might need a better string here actually to test it out. Oh, I don't want to delete that. Oh. Let me just erase everything. Okay, so let's modify this string a bit. APPA now, just eyeballing this, I can tell that can have an answer of 3. Okay, but eyeballing is bad actually. Like you have 1 K, right? That means we can replace one of the characters. No, not an answer of 3 actually. The optimized one is, see, my algorithm currently says ki we have a non-repeating character. Okay, we okay. I think I already have a bug. So okay, we have a non-repeating character, we have key available, so we replace it with A. Okay, now the length is 2. Okay, and if I return this is incorrect because clearly, as I said, once you can eyeball this, you can tell that if you replace this A with a B, you can get 1 2 3 4 5 B's. So this should be the answer. So Once we have exhausted k and we don't have repeating characters, so we modify the max length, but we should go ahead and do the same thing for the rest of the letters, rest of the characters in the string. So not return should be incorrect. We modify max length. This makes sense. We might need one more test case actually. You are supposed to end after encountering non-repeating character when k equal to 0. Yes, you are supposed to end it, right? Because it's given that you can do the character replacement k times, at most k times the operation. So once you no longer have k's, then you cannot do a replace. Okay. Why the returning max length -1? No, that won't work. Send address, drink coffee. Nice. No. Why not return -1? As in, oh, there are some controls. Go to channel, pin, message, report, remove, put user in timeout, hide user on this channel, add as mode. Drink, filter, coffee, everything. Max -1 because, as I said, that I was returning current length -1, which is incorrect. It would be just this much 2, but answer is actually 5. We won't be able to check that. We can't return that directly. We'll have to actually another thing. You might encourage like where max -1 would be just -1. Okay. Let's see. This much should work for now, but there are still a lot of bugs, I think. Like just like the test case, as you said, all of the same repeating character. No non-repeating character, if you mean. You want repeating characters. Like as I said, in a case where you have all of the input as A, and you still have 1. So are we supposed to always make it, always change it, always replace it? Even I don't know, man. Today I have set it to ultra low latency. I think there is no lag anymore between your chat and my talking. Yeah, we'll have to try and find out. Mostly some test cases will fail. It looks good to me. And start equals 0 and end equals start equals 0. Okay, and then we keep increasing the window as long as we have a repeating character. On a non-repeated character, you check if we have key, we can replace existing with non-repeating. And since we have to max length equals 0, I guess. A string, empty strings are not going to be present because it starts from 1, so max length is going to be 1 at least, I think. Yay, no lag, finally. Okay, so on encountering, so we, for repeating characters, we just will go in while let's just change it to a character array, char star character equal to s dot to char array, while why these things are in pink. Is that pink? I don't think so. I have the option to change the theme. Okay, while this current character, so chars of end, while characters of end is equal to characters of n minus 1, I guess. That's the previous character, right? Since we are doing a substring of repeating characters, keep going. If it is no, not here. Here you just check while end is less than s dot length. Now we have a if block inside over here. If characters of end is character of n minus 1, you just do n plus plus. Okay, as long as we have this, you keep increasing the window size. The window is between start and end. Okay, else we don't have a matching character. Check if k is greater than 0. K greater than 0. If we have k, then you just replace it in place. Characters of end equal to characters of n minus 1. So you replace it with previous character, where we are just making a long chain, right? But else if we have k available to us, you just modify the max length. So max length equal to math.max current length, max length. Okay, so when are we increasing current length? I think we don't need current length, as we learned yesterday. You can just do n minus start. N minus start plus 1, I think. N minus start plus 1. Suppose this where is an arrow? Why is this red? This should be black. Select arrow, red. So suppose this is end and this is start. 1 minus 0, plus 1 or minus 1? I think plus 1. Yeah, 2. So that is current length and max length. And when do you actually know? Then mathemax Java. Yes, it is in Java. I think it's util.java or lang.java. It is there, so you don't have to go to here. What was I saying? Do we need to keep track of current length? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh my god, it is a function. Okay, we are out of bound. Who's gonna check for 0? Right, but we are always going to have one character, right? Since empty strings are not going to be there. So can we keep this as 1? Nope, that's index array out of bounds. So if and is not equal to 0, and then this yeah, you just need to check there or not, but then where we are not ever increasing, and so that is going to be a problem too. You can't just simply do this. How do you handle the very first character? Let's just do one thing. If s.length, if there is a single length string, we just return and just return 1 or return max length. This way we can start end with a 1. Okay, instead of and -1, that is 0th character, is always going to exist since we have a string with at least 2 letters. It's a workaround, but okay. We don't have progress. Great. Let's do a run through. We have ABAB, which is greater than 1, so this won't be executed. End is 1, start is 0. Well, let's just edit this thing. Yeah, I think K was 2. Select arrow, then select stroke. What is wrong? Okay. End is here. Start is here. Okay. Characters of end equal to characters of end -1. Characters of end equal to characters of end -1. No, this is not going to be incremented. Then you check if we have k who is going to decrease k. Once you have replaced the characters, you are going to have decrease k. Okay, so I have replaced this with a, and I have decreased this to 1. Okay, and you do end plus plus. And plus plus, this has to be done too. Okay, then you again check same thing. We'll be in the loop. No, we also need to modify once we hit k equal to 0. That's how you make sure. So I don't think so we need to modify. So you do end plus plus, you are back into the loop. Is it the repeating characters? Yes, it is. You go ahead once again. You hit this if k is greater than 0. Yes, it is. Then you replace the character once again, so this will be replaced, and you hit k equal to 0. Okay, and plus plus. Now end actually goes out of this, and we have never really modified max length. Great bug. Now even I don't know how do we overcome this. Okay, come back. How do we overcome this? once you hit k equal to 0, okay, since we have done this and plus plus, I don't think so you should do an else. What if you do an if here, k equal to 0, because I want it to be executed as long as k hits 0. Okay, now and plus plus doesn't matter, even though it has gone. You check k is 0, then you modify the length. Is it always guaranteed to have the longest with this strategy? I don't know. I honestly don't know. And we already have PPA as DLE. Nice. Let's copy this. We'll do a dry run through this. Okay. So we have this max length is 1. We skip this. Okay. While end is it is less. Okay. End is 1. So if characters of n equal to characters of n minus 1, it is n plus plus. Okay. Now we don't have it repeating, so you go into the else clause. If k is greater than 0, it is, I think k is 1 in this scenario, so I'll set it to 1. Yeah, so since we have k available, you just replace characters. You just replace the character at end with its previous character. Okay, k has hit 0. Okay, k minus minus k 0 and plus plus. Okay, okay, now as soon as we exit this if block, we check if k equal to 0. It is 0. Then you do end minus start plus 1 comma max length, and minus start 0 1 2 3 3 minus 0 is 3 plus 1 4. Then why are we getting a DLE? Jeez. Am I missing something in my dry run? Even after hitting k, you can always keep increasing the window if there are repeating characters. Right, like suppose instead of this B, you can have an A over here, and then the thing gets even longer. Okay. This itself is a false thing. Wrong assumption. We need a better solid thing. So instead of a if, I think you should have a while here. While characters of n equal to characters of n minus 1 and plus plus. Okay. Okay, now we have I don't think so you need an else block for a while block, so I'll delete that altogether. Yeah, basically as long as we have repeating characters, we'll keep going ahead. Okay, and if we encounter a non-repeating character, that means we will exit this while loop, and then we check if we have k, then we replace it with the repeating character. You do k minus minus, you do end plus plus. Okay. Shall we move on to the next iteration directly is my question here. Next iteration. If k equal 0, is this condition even valid? Is my question as well. Okay, let's quickly go through this once again. So you have both of them here. We do end plus plus as long as we have repeating characters. Okay, so since here we don't have a repeating character originally, okay, let's just say this was b, so we did end plus plus, we hit a non-repeating character, so we exited this while loop. Okay, yeah, we exited this while loop. Now do we have a k available? We do have a k available. You replace the character, the k minus minus. Okay, then we have already done this plus plus. Okay, and at if we have a non-repeating character and we don't have any k available, then we note down the max between them. So this makes sense, I think. Okay, so in this case we hit the non-repeating character here. Okay, so you hit the non-repeating character, you go here. Do we have k? We don't have k. K is 0, so you note down this end minus start 1 2 0 1 2 3 4 4 minus 0 4 plus 1 5. Nope, plus 1 we don't need, I think. Let's give it a run. I think we'll still hit TLE. Why are we running into a max loop? Okay, I think I have spent a lot of, like, we are almost there, but we have some minor bug. So it looks like it's time to get some help. Let me copy paste it somewhere. And then I'll just quickly see in the chat. Then Oops, not this. Getting DLE on a test case. I know there are some bugs. Let me find out. Yeah, I am allowed to modify the string, right? The problem is not about making characters equal. It's about checking window size minus count of most frequent character less than or equal to k. This is one way to think about it. I think you have a window, you're keeping track of all of the frequencies, and out of the most frequent characters, find out the ones which are less than or equal to k, having frequency less than, and you replace those only. I don't know whether that guarantees optimum solution, but it could be one of the approach. Error replacement needed equal to window size minus max frequencies character. This is less than k, valid window, else string window. This is counterintuitive approach. Why is it changing my way of looking at the problem? Hello, you are back. I didn't block anyone. You are only comparing neighbors, but most frequent character might be somewhere else. Key should be local to the window. Yeah, I get your approach, but why is mine incorrect? That's my question. Because you were not watching. Till now I could see only one concurrent viewer, and I think Neil is not there. That's why only you are the only one. I don't know, man. Spent 30 minutes to come up with an approach, and now ChatGPT is saying you are going completely in the wrong direction. It's clearly stated in the problem. I can replace the letter with any other English alphabet as long as I have k available. Now suggesting me without suggesting me your hash map approach, because I don't see how it guarantees optimal solution. I want you to help me fix my approach. Okay, now both of you are here actually, because I can see two concurrent viewers. Let's debug your approach. Not yes, you are allowed to replace characters conceptually, but you should not physically modify the array. Why? Because a decision that works for one window might okay, that makes sense. Like we can come up with longer answers which are actually conceptually wrong. Okay, I get it. Okay, lose original information, right? Let's fix your approach. You're trying extend window use key to fix my search. That's valid thinking, but you're missing a key invariant. Doing this assumes the repeating character is always characters and -1. That's the flow counter example. A B A B B B best window, make everything B. Okay, what your logic only compares neighbors, misses global majority. Fix your idea minimum. Instead of comparing it, think which character am I trying to make the whole window. How do you decide which character to convert everything into? If you pick a target character, say A, how many placement needed? Yeah, this thing clicks actually now, because if you modify the array and if there is a possibility of better solution, you are actually overwriting that, and then you won't be getting the best solution. Okay, I get your logic. Modify, but how does this find max frequent and max frequent command frequent character and replace if its occurrences if less than or equal to k guarantees optimality. Why does Windows say -1 equals guarantee optimal? What are we trying to do in any window? Make all characters the same. Key question: if you want to make all characters same, which character should you pick? Random one, first character, neighbor, no, most frequent one. Okay, why most frequent? For example, A B B B C. It's the best choice B. Why? Minimize replacement to convert everything to B. Place this 3 replacements. Okay, if you already have a majority, you just delete the minority. Oh my god, I can get banned for this. If you are allowed to delete the minority, delete the minority of numbers. Don't get me wrong here. I hope you guys don't clip me and post it on the internet. I said eradicate the minority of letters. Yes. Jeez, you guys didn't get the joke. Hello, am I audible? Okay, anyways, let's start over. We'll just implement what ChatGPT is saying. Start with the largest window. Start with the largest possible window. I think that's just whole array. Create a frequency map. Check if the most frequent character has frequency less than or equal to k. If yes, replace and return window size. If no, what do you do if no? If it is not possible, it was saying that you shrink the window. But my question remains, by what logic do we shrink? Let's just take this example because it's what giving me TLE. Okay, so the largest possible window is this much. You get a frequency map. A is what? 1, 2, 3, 4. B is 3. Okay, and K was 1. Okay. K is 1. So you check both A and B. Both are having 4 and 3, out of which 4 is the maximum. Okay, and which is still greater than K. So you reduce the window size, but how do we reduce the window size? Do we reduce it from here? Do we reduce from here? How many steps do we reduce it? That is a very good question. Oh, at one point we reached 3 concurrent viewers. Damn, that's a lot of them. Suppose we reduce it from here. Yeah, but why not? It becomes 3. Then we reduce again. This becomes 2. Then we reduce it again. This is still 3. This becomes 1. So now it is less than or equal to K. Then you return the size of this window. And if I had reduced from the start, I would have gotten the answer of this window. No, not this window actually. If you just reduce from start, how would this look? Yeah, so let's just see this. Initially this, you reduce the window. You have 3 of these. You reduce the window. Now you have 2 of these. Okay, you reduce the window. Now you have 2 of these and 2 of these. you reduce the window, one of this, and still two of these. So now we have A's frequency. Okay, no. Yes, no, yes, no. Uh, 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 uh. We again have 3 concurrent viewers there. That's a lot. Because we have A less than or equal to K, we'll end up replacing this with B, most frequent character, and we'll send answer of this length. So yeah, this matters whether I shrink the window from left or whether I shrink the window from right. That is going to matter. Huh. How do I decide whether I shrink from left or shrink from right? Because my dry run tells me changes the answer clearly. You wrote check if most frequent character has frequency less than slightly off correct condition. Window size minus max frequent character. Okay. Again, not the max frequent. Yeah, not eradicate minority of characters. Sorry, my bad. Once you remove all of the majority, actually you are removing the majority characters, you check whether the minority can be replaced with K, with the majority. Minority can be replaced with the majority. To check that, what we are doing is from the whole window, you subtract the majority, so you get the remaining ones. And once you have that, you can replace those with key. But why does it say left only? Key variant of slave we maintain a window start to end. As moves forward, expanding, moves forward only when needed, shrinking. Every window is considered exactly once. If you shrink from right, now invalid need to shrink. This undoing your progress, revisiting all steps. It's guarantee. I still need better clarity on this actually. Window size minus max frequency less than or equal to K. Window size is what is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. Window size is 7. A is 4. You get 3. So that doesn't work. You shrink from right. Window size is 6. A is still 4. Shrink again. Window size is 5. A is 4. That is 1. You no longer shrink. Right? A is for max frequency is 4, right? 5 minus 4, 1. Minus 4 is 1, which is equal to K. You do what? You replace or you return the window size. The window size here is 5, but the answer is 4. Did I miss something again? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Initially this is the case. A comes, so how many times? 4 times. B comes 3 times. K is 1. Okay, window size is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 7 minus 4. 7 minus 4 equal to 3, which is greater than K. So you shrink. Let us say you shrink from right. Okay, A comes. Okay, oh, sorry, yeah. A's frequency has now become 3 inside the window, right? Both are 3, A and B. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6. 6 minus 3. 6 minus 3 is again 3, which is greater than that. So you shrink it. Now A is 3, B is 2. B is 2. We have window sizes 1 2 3 4 5. 5 minus the most frequent is A3 is equal to 2. Here is still greater. Now B is 1. Okay. 1 2 3 4. 4 minus 3 is 1. Okay. And then we have arrived at the solution, which is 4. Okay. But again, from right it was always working. So let's just try the same thing from left once, and then we just write whatever it says. I want to see why does it fail from left. Okay, so initially this is again initial condition. We have this. Let us shrink from left this time. Okay, we have reduced A to 3. Okay, now again 3 1 2 3 4 5 6. 6 minus 3 is 3. You again shrink it from right. This becomes 2 because we are removing the A, right? 1 2 3 4 5. 5 minus 3 now. 5 minus 3 is again 2. So which is greater? You shrink the window. And now we can't actually arrive at the solution because both are 2 and 2. And since those both are 2 and the window is of size 4, 4 minus 2 becomes 2, which is still greater. It doesn't work from left, but why? I can't understand why. Let's read if it has anything other than saying that you are revisiting states. That's what not I am doing actually. Why left is correct? Sorry, it's working for right. It's working if I reduce the end for me, but it's saying that it should work from start. My head is hurting. The largest valid indicator, if invalid, shrink from left until valid. You're asking what is the longest valid length window that ends at A. You must give answer to that. Yeah, this guarantee is of n, that I agree, since you are no longer visiting. Damn, this sliding window is a bit too over my head. Why is it not reading this, I was thinking of start equal to 0 and end equal to ARR length -1, but then I am having to do end minus minus to get correct answer. So help me out here, what's going on? This does not work for this problem. Why you are thinking start big string until a little bit problems, find maximum valid window anywhere. What your app project does, if you start with 0 to n minus 1, then so get minus 2 n when you are only exploring windows that start at 0. You are never really doing this. What you are missing, valid max window might be this. Your method never looks even there. Okay. For end, you go from, for every end we ask what is the longest valid window ending here. Max subarray window problems by shrinking a global window. Explore all possible windows. Yeah, that I agree. I will grow end and maintain best window ending there. For end 0 to just start. Okay, we're back to square one. After what, 1 hour? Yeah, that sucks. A is 2 times inside of this window, B is 0 times. So is this max frequent less than K? No. You shrink the window. A comes 1 time, B comes 0 time, it is less than or equal to K. you set max equal to 1. Okay. Should actually never really modify K. That's what's it telling me that you do this actually. Sorry, it's telling me to do what? Window size is 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. 2 minus 2 is 0. So which is less than equal to K. So max equal to 2. Okay. Then you increase the window, I think. Now you have introduced 1. Now this becomes 3 minus 2. This becomes 1, which is less than equal to K. So you again increase the window. Okay, now you have this as 3. Now window size is 4. 4 minus this should be actually 3. 4 minus 3 is what? 4 minus 3 is again 1. So you increase the window. Okay. Now A is still 3. B is now 2. Okay. Window size is 3. 5. 5 minus 3. 5 minus 3, which is equal to 2. We have went over the K. So you shrink the window. But when did when did we modify? Okay, we actually forgot to modify. Yeah, I'm getting what it's trying to do here, but I can't express it unless I write it. Let's just write the code down, man. I have no clue how did it come up with that answer. This is also incorrect. Keep increasing window as long as window size minus max frequent is less than or equal to k. If it is not, then if greater than k, then the power greater than k. Shrink. What's missing is when do we modify max? We only modify before shrinking, I think. Because at that point we have it as less than or equal to k, I think. And how do we explain this window size minus max frequent? Which says non-frequent characters less than k, less than or equal to k. It is easy since it is basically telling me the answer, but I still don't see why does it work. Oh my god, sliding window is really a headache. Characters and start equals 0 and end equal to start. Characters of character array of classes to character array for and less than s dot length. Or you can just use while. So you want to check n from 0 to n minus 1. Okay. So keep increasing the window as long as window size minus maximum frequent character. Yeah, for every window you are modifying the frequency map. So I think you will need it inside the window. Hash map, frequency map, frequency map of new hash map, frequency map of character that uses that big character as a key, and integer it will use big integer as a value. So yeah, for every hand you just need to add that, right? frequency, yeah, it's a running frequency map. Frequency map of end plus equals 1. I think this would fail. I think I would have to do get or default. Hash map dot get or default. Map dot put map dot I think I want this. Yeah, it's telling me how to count frequencies. So frequency map dot put this. You just do a put put cares of end. Yeah, so on the fly you keep counting the frequency. Similarly, if it does not exist in the map already, you just add it, add to it. Yeah. If it does exist, the get or default gives you the current value and you just add 1 to it. So this is actually elegant way of doing it. So once you have the frequencies, you check the condition. If window sizes and minus start plus 1, I think I would need a parenthesis on that. And minus start plus 1 minus maximum frequency map. How do you get maximum frequency? Get maximum value stored in hash map Java. You need to use collection.map. Okay. Streams. Finding the key. Is there no max function directly? Why do I have to use collection.map? If that is so many parentheses, then are equal to then are equal to key. Then do what? If it is less, then we modify, right? So then we don't modify. I just do end plus plus, right? If it is greater than k, we do shrink the window, right? इसका else लिखना पड़ेगा. start पहले वो होगा या बाद में होगा, I don't know, but we might have to do it. Max length plus 1, max length equal to method dot max and minus start plus 1 comma max length. I'm actually tired of this question already, but still I'm doing it. Shrink the window. Why is it not indented? That sucks. Where does this end? Yeah, while loop ends here. Okay, so you create the frequency map. For every window you create the frequency map, you calculate the frequencies. I think this is also stupid having to create it for every window, but if we create it outside for everything and then we just decrement by 1, yeah, frequency map dot put this thing. Okay, else, but then while decrementing you are supposed to remove the one from the left, right? Character start frequency dot that too before doing start plus plus, and this should become a -1. I hope that works. So far so good. Okay, output is incorrect and there is no pattern in that. Hi guy. Great that we don't have camera today, otherwise my frustration is literally visible on my face. If we can make it, then we maximize the window size. If we can't make it, we shrink the window and we note down the thing. This is why I don't like algorithms by ChatGPT, because even I can't debug them if they are not working out. I got. Yeah, window only when the window is valid. Okay. It's wrong branch. The window is invalid. Update max. Writing code. Meet codex. I don't want to meet codex. Shut up. If window is valid, candidate right answer. Update max. If invalid, shrink. Don't update yet. If versus file. Okay, you must. Okay, expanding too early, but should we add end? Fix window, update max, then move. Yeah, I am adding end. Okay, while window is invalid, shrink. Then update, then expand. While window is valid, you can just do expand, right? Uh, 26 is still off one. I don't have any comments on this. Is that of a clown? Yes. Mhm. I feel like I should just give up, man. This is just not my cup of tea. It literally hurts my brain. No, I did not do it correctly. चैट जीपीटी ने केला ते Guy. Mm, 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 mm. Using David built-in say API depths. We'll start from basics to the full-blown Spring Boot app or when tell me starters a directory structure. Shiny eyes are glittery. Makes me go hazy. Tanga उड़ते फिरा शरीरा दौड़ते फिरा I don't actually know how this. Oh wait, I can just use documentation. Docs entities. Yeah, modeling entities. How is it done?